Is breathwork meditation?
Well, no, not at all. And it's actually, I think it's, or you could say it's the meditation for people that can't meditate. Because what breath is doing, especially for that active and the stressed, is it's giving your mind focus rather than trying to tell you to empty it, right? Like, as much as even when I teach meditation, I try and explain it's not an emptying of the mind, it's an allowing of thoughts to come in and out. Whereas in breath work, actually often find that we're using the mind to our advantage to explore the sensations in our body. And it's the only way I can really describe it without you physically feeling it. But when, especially when we breathe fast and we're able to kind of put that prefrontal cortex offline, some people experience no thoughts. They kind of go into a real mystic land where they're just completely embodied. For me, I'm very neurologically driven. So for me, it's almost like I separate the two. I've still got my mind kind of dissecting what's going on in my body. And I love that because it no longer is the mind in the driver's seat. It's like the mind is in the back seat and the body is leading. And the mind is just able to say, oh, what's that sensation down in your hip? Go and explore. What happens if I move my hips? The sensation grows. Oh, now I can move the sensation through my body. Now I feel this emotion. I'm able to kind of intellectualize what's going on in my body. And I freaking love that. I love that disconnection where, as I said, the mind is kind of in the back seat rather than where it normally is, which is absolutely in the front, telling the body to go away. So I think especially for the active brain and or the chronically stressed, that's why breath work is for me far better, far more superior than meditation, because we're able to give the mind actively something to do while we reap all the benefits of what we would see in meditation.
That's such a great answer to that question. I have not heard it explained like that before. Thank you. And actually, that was like your shortest answer ever. Are you okay, Emma? But seriously, I'm definitely on your side of the active brain. Find it hard
Mm-hmm.
to sit still, that agitation, and also I think that a lot of what I would have as meditation, like if you're watching me, there's always constant kind of movement. So it's just that sitting still, I find very challenging. When I can sit still, it's really nice, but there's always a moment to focus. Like the only thing that's going to keep me sitting still is a book. As like the only
Still
thing.
keeping the brain active, right? Like
Exactly. The
we're
brain
we're
is
now in the fantasy world of dragons and fairies. Yeah.
correct. Exactly. And so that's breath work as well, right? Because I have to concentrate on timing and breath and you get to concentrate on what you feel and that kind of stuff as well. But all of the times that I have done a very kind of intense breathwork session, there has been, like you said, the cessation of, I don't want to call it thought, but that moment where it's very hard to describe without actually being in it. It's clarity in fog. I don't know how to, it's such a contradiction, but it feels right. And I think that that for me is that peace. You're clear, but you don't have to look at anything. That's where I kind of go for that clarity, but there's
I love
nothing.
that.
Yeah,
Space. It's
there's,
space.
and I think that is for me the most beautiful part. When I know I get into those states, I haven't felt anything super emotional come out. I get a lot of fireworks and lights and color and sensation in my body, lots of sensation, but then it's always followed by that, I just want to call it like a fog, that shroud, the mist comes in and it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool, and especially after all the fireworks,
Mm.
it's a very interesting, it's like there's smoke or something, but that's just a fun way to describe it. And maybe one day I'll learn to meditate. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself.
Don't. I actually don't think you should. I think there's meditation or there is presence, which is actually what we're craving, right? For everybody with a tool that feels good for them. I think I understand when people say, there's discipline involved in learning to meditate. And that's true. And we can all do with gaining discipline in our lives. We shouldn't make everything easy. However, I do think when it comes to presence practice, why not choose something that feels good in your body that you're
Mm,
able to access often? And so if moving feels like your meditation, do that. If art feels like your meditation, then do that. If breath work feels like your meditation, then I think take whatever is best for you that you can access more easily. Because if it's too hard, you're not going to do it. It's like habit forming, right? Like choose the thing that's going to be the easiest way of creating a new habit, not the way that's going to make it super difficult and so you give up after 2 minutes. Sitting in lotus and forcing yourself to meditate is just not feeling good for you. Choose a different mode of meditation, because ultimately what you want to get to is finding that peace, finding that presence as many times throughout your day. So finding a way that it feels good is far more beneficial than forcing yourself or trying to gain that discipline to do it another way that doesn't feel natural in your body.